If you wait for your opportunity, you may still be able to prevail against an armed robber. Hi everyone, this is John with today's active self-protection lesson. Today's lesson comes to us from Brazil, and it shows an armed robbery that goes very wrong for the armed robber because there's an off-duty correctional officer who is there and is also armed. Teaches us the importance of waiting for your opportunity, about keeping your force multipliers on you, and a very important lesson here about stopping the threat and only stopping the threat. Blue shirt is our good guy, and the guy in the white shirt with the motorcycle helmet, our armed robber pulls a gun out, and he's got a motorcycle helmet in his left hand there. And our good guy in the blue shirt just keeps his cool. He's not looking at him. He's not showing any threat. He's not giving any indications that anything is wrong, and that's really wise. So our bad guy's looking at the people behind the counter and trying to get the money, and what's about to happen here is things are going to go bad for the bad guy because our good guy pulls the gun that he's got carried appendix, knocks the gun out of the armed robber's hand, and then is going to knock him to the ground here and hold him. He's an off-duty officer, security guard of some kind, until the cops show up and the guy submits, and this one's over, everybody. Good job here on the good guy's part. I do want to go back and learn a couple of lessons here. And the first one, of course, is that all these attacks come out of ambush. And you can see here our good guy recoils. He's got that flinch response. Holy cow, somebody just stuck a gun out right next to me. And you know what? You're going to have to learn how to deal with those kind of things and keep your cool. And our good guy here does a great job of keeping his cool, of maintaining his composure, and of looking for his opportunity. Remember, in an armed robbery, the moment that the armed robbery is launched may not be the time to launch your counterattack. A counter ambush is often the time to launch your counterattack, and to find that right time, you've got to keep your head on a swivel. Our good guy does that here. He maintains a not threatening posture, and here's where he decides to go for the gun. He's got it carried appendix. Was this the right time? Well, the guy's not looking at him, but he is oriented where he can at least see him, but we do see he comes out of concealment there in a very fast manner. And I do want to note that he puts that gun and presses it all the way out so that it's in contact with the bad guy, and so that ties the gun up. Learn how to shoot from retention if you have to. But he does a good job here of knocking the gun out of the guy's hand. I think it was lucky, but why didn't he shoot? Because the guy submitted. You notice here that the gun's been knocked out of his hand. The guy says, hey man, I don't want to fight. And so our good guy does not pull the trigger. Remember, we want to stop the threat. The gun came out and stopped the threat. That was an excellent job. Now he proceeds to hold him down and you know, trying to get him down. If you're not a law enforcement officer, I generally don't recommend that you get that hands-on with somebody, get some distance instead. But this good guy did a fantastic job of waiting for his opportunity, getting his gun in the fight. Should have maybe held it at close retention, but stopped the threat, didn't shoot beyond that, and covered his asp.